Hi, good morning. I'm Jenny Basile, the care coordinator for P23 Retreat. Thank you for joining me today on this final segment on rest. It is our fourth and final segment on rest. During the month of March, P23 Retreat was really focused on talking about rest and the types of rest that are available to you, and how sleep is different than rest. So in segment one, we talked about the difference between sleep and rest. Both are vital for your good health, but they are completely different. We touched on the fact that sleep is an unconscious act where your body is completely still, and rest is a conscious act, something that you choose to do. And that doesn't mean that there's a lot of exertion in that or lack of exertion. Some people find rest in more active things, hiking, and going to thrift stores like me or things like that. In our second segment, we focused on things that I find restful that I hoped were helpful to you. And some of those things were getting a massage, listening to my favorite music, again, walking around in a thrift store and just having my mind focus on everything there so that it's not wandering. And I know that sometimes when I sit still, we talked about this, when I'm sitting still, my mind just goes into 1,000 different things I need to get done. And so my mind is not quieted, it's busy and it's active. But when I do something like go to a thrift store and look around, my mind and eyes are very busy on what's in front of me. And I'm not thinking about my checklist. So I find that to be restful. And then we focused on other types of activities you could do for rest. And we leaned into some things that were artistically driven, touching things around you, the grass, the sand, water, painting, drawing, journaling. Those things are leaning more into sometimes the artistic side. I don't find a lot of rest in those things, but some people do. A lot of people do, actually. And so I just encourage you to figure out what rest looks like for you. And we've been in the My Messy Grief Journal, which really is a journal to help you center and focus your mind on things maybe outside of grief, to give you a break. Getting rest means giving our mind a break. It doesn't mean sleeping. Sleeping, again, is something totally different. So remember that rest is crucial and vital to your good health. And the more rest you can find in a day, the better your sleep will likely be, because your mind will have settled down instead of racing all day long. So remember, rest does not have to take a long time. You don't need a day or a week to rest necessarily. You may not have that kind of time. If you do, I hope you would embrace that. But if you don't, if you only have 5 minutes, take 5 minutes and do something that allows you to take that deep breath and quiet your mind, whether it's just sitting outside and looking at the view around you, if it's a peaceful view, or if it's taking a walk around your office just to get away from the things that you're doing. Just remember that rest can be a couple of minutes or as long as you want it to be or you have available to you. So I like to find pockets of rest all through the day. My job focuses mainly on being at home in front of a computer, talking to people. I'm constantly making lists on my phone. And so how I find rest is I steal away from my house and I go to a thrift store and I walk around for an hour. I did that actually twice last week, and it was so helpful. And I just enjoyed it so very much. If I can't get away from my house, if I can't take those times, then I will blast my favorite music, which I've already shared with you, as yacht rock. I just love that. And I will blast it. I'll ask Alexa to play Spotify, Alexa to play my yacht rock that's on my Spotify account. And I take time and just enjoy that. And I can actually do that while I'm working. I can do that when I'm just, organizing around my house. And organizing is another way that I find rest. It helps declutter my mind and get me in a space that just feels better and gives me that inhale, exhale. I would love to hear in the comments how you find rest. If you found this helpful at all, would you like to explore rest more? Let me know. And that's something that we can look into. I want to remind you that the My Messy Grief Journal is available on Amazon, and I will link that in the comments later today. If you ever miss a Facebook Live or a podcast, you can always find us on YouTube. And we have a Spotify account for our podcast as well. Those are linked on our Facebook and Instagram accounts. You can click to get directly to those. So if you ever miss something or you want to go back, I know that the Facebook Live I did on March the 2nd is already gone or getting ready to expire, but it is over on YouTube. So if you want to hear about the differences between sleep and rest, that was in the first episode, and you can find that over on YouTube. I do want to mention a couple of things to our local friends who might be listening out there. We have 2 fun events coming up. We have a Kick Up Your Heels line dancing event coming up on April 23rd. It's going to be in Ashland. The details for that are on our Facebook and website. So go over there and check it out. It's a great it should be a great and fun fundraiser for P23 retreat. You'll get to learn some line dances, have some food, and hang out with some fun folks. So that's April the 23rd. I also want to let you know for our local folks that we are having our Still a Mom event. This is, I think, our 4th event for Still a Mom. That is our pre-Mother's Day event where Cindy talks about ways to approach Mother's Day. What are things that you can do to help ease that time? She will give us lots of good tips like she always does, and I hope you can join us. That is on May the 7th. That's a Thursday. That's the Thursday before Mother's Day. That's going to be at Movement Church in Richmond from 7 to 9:30. We'll have snacks. We'll have memorial activities. I know we've had a few sign up already. I can't wait to see those folks. Those are moms that I know well. So excited to see them there. And then the final event is our Legacy of Light Memorial Walk. Now that's a virtual walk, and so that can be done across the U.S. or anywhere really. So if you go to our Facebook or website, you can find the Legacy of Light Memorial Walk information on that. That is happening the week of Mother's Day. It is a great way to honor your child and have really a memorial time for your child. And it's a great fundraiser for us as well. But that is not the main focus. The main focus is to remember your child during that time. So if you're interested in information on any of those activities, follow us on our social media. We have Facebook, we have Instagram, and then we have Spotify and YouTube. We're also on LinkedIn. So if you're on LinkedIn, follow us on LinkedIn as well. So I've really enjoyed having this time with you over the last 4 weeks. Cindy's returning from her intentional time of rest, her sabbatical. At the end of this week, we look forward to welcoming her back. And I have to tell you, in Virginia, she is returning at the most perfect time. We are going to have the most perfect weather for her return. So we're looking forward to having her back. We hope that her time was really restful. And if you ever get the opportunity to take a sabbatical, whether it's for a couple of days, couple of weeks, or a couple of months, do it. It's good for you. Take time away. You deserve it and you need it. So it's not a luxury to rest. It's something we need to do. So again, I'm Jenny. I'm the care coordinator with P23 Retreat. Really enjoyed being on here with you. This is not my comfort zone, but I have enjoyed these past 4 weeks being with you. So again, I'm going to link the My Messy Grief Journal in our comments below later this afternoon. And also make sure you check out our upcoming events. If you can't make those events, please share them on your page. You never know who might need to be at our Still a Mom event. So share those things on to your social media, Facebook, Instagram, etc. And again, we're going to have a Kick Up Your Heels fundraiser, line dancing, and we hope to see you there. That is going to be so much fun. Wear your boots or your shoes or whatever, your cowgirl, cowboy hats, and we'd love to see you there. All right. I hope that you have a wonderful day, that you can find pockets of rest. It is important. It is vital. So make sure that you rest. Thanks for joining me again over these last few weeks. If you've missed any of them, check out our YouTube. Thanks. Bye, guys.